Yo, what's going on, guys? And we just saw that Josh Okogie and 3 second-round picks was traded for Nick Richards. And I know a lot of people are going to be shocked. Why didn't they trade Josip Nurkic, et cetera, et cetera? First off, they now have a significantly deeper front court, which they needed. I mean, the Josip Nurkic is still an all right offensive player, but they have a shot blocking, athletic, rim running, screen setting big Nick Richards, whose contract is going to have another year on it. So first off, kudos to him. Shout out to Sean Sharania for breaking this news. And yeah, when I look at this situation, I think it makes sense why it went like this. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised that Okogie was traded just because the Suns get a center that they need who's averaging 11 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks through the 9 starts he's had. And he's been one of the better players. So for some people, I think you look at this situation and you have to understand what was the most important thing for them to do. And that was to bolster their depth. And they were able to trade away Josh Okogie, who at this point, Josh Okogie is a defensive league who, he never developed the jump shot that was, or a scoring ability that made him a two-way threat. He's a really good defender. And yes, trading him away is reducing the Suns' perimeter defense. But Nick Richards slots in as the primary backup center, or maybe could even supplant Josip Nurkic and become the starter. But either way, he's going to be sharing minutes with Mason Plumlee, Josip Nurkic, and Iguodaro. So I think Nick Richards just complements Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal as a rim protector, and he's a really good, efficient finisher in lineups that are going to prioritize interior defense. And with Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal already on this team, they're going to cover or make up for the lack or the loss of Josh Okogie, especially when they run small ball lineups. I just think when you look at a situation like this, I think the biggest thing you have to understand is they needed a guy like Richards who would benefit from playing alongside playmakers like Durant and Booker and Beal. So his ability to finish efficiently around the rim. With that being said, I think it's just been important if they could go out that they needed somebody who's going to capitalize on the attention drawn by their three-headed dragons. And Richard also fits with their floor spacers, as I already mentioned, Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal, who are going to create open lanes for Nick Richards to drive to the basket, especially off of the pick and roll. And I just think Richards' presence is going to immediately help a Suns team that, even though they kept Josip Nurkic, he's limited as an athlete. They're the third worst rebounding team in the league with 9.4 of those. My apology. The third worst offensive rebounding team in the league with 9.5 offensive rebounds a game. So I think anything to improve will be huge. And they're also in the bottom half of the league at blocks per game. So another reason why bringing in a guy like Richards is going to allow to complement, as Richards' athleticism, rim protection will be complementary to Mason Plumlee and Josip Nurkic's passing and experience. He's just like the perfect guy for them. So what do you guys think of this? You guys agree with me? This was a great trade for the Suns. It's really the best one they could have done that was like least costful.